Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live. And here is the Empress, Alicia Napoleon. This middleweight won the championship in 2018, fighting out of New York. Claressa Shields, one of the most avoided fighters in the game, and one of the best to lace them up, fighting proudly out of Flint, Michigan, USA.
Look at this. These fights are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, fighting out of Lindenhurst, New York, here is the women's super middleweight champion of the world, the Empress, Alicia Napoleon Espinosa. Fighting out of the blue corner, and ladies and gentlemen, here is the 2-time gold medalist from Flint, Michigan, a 3-weight division world champion, and an undisputed women's 154-pound champion of the world, Claressa Shields.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Listen, when you've got two people that want to fight, two fighters that really dislike each other, you're going to get more than a fight.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. She got hit by a punch. So much firepower here. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Lucky that hook didn't score. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Perfect counter lands. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Caution is being thrown to the wind. They got out of the way of that right hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alicia in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Big deep away, still in this. Think about defense.
You've done all your work all the way through camp. Get out there and switch on.
The jab, slick. Keep on the end of that jab. So that's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in here and there. But all in all,
It's focus back, get that jab back. Just boxer, just be smart.
I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking at a one-shotter.
One round that you've lost, don't worry about it. Get your mind back
To go. Look at her. She's shattered. She's hurt.
a fight. You're much better than this girl. You're much better.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action.
She'll see it, and she'll ride it out.
Her this round. Now you let her back into the fight that round. That's her round. I need you to go back.
On to the second round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Clarissa Shields is in trouble. No, and she has no choice but to take a knee.
Smart move. Sometimes you're going to lose a battle to win a war.
6, 7, 8.
Nice counter shot. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alicia in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
That's it.
Come on, you're better than that. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off.
All in all, it's good work. Keep doing what you're doing. You got this.
And back on the job. Get back out there and win the round.
Don't rest on your laurels here. Don't give her no free shots. Keep smart and keep ahead. You were thinking, you were smart. You weren't loading up, but you were still landing your...
You've done all your work all the way through camp. Get out there and switch on.
jab. Don't get carried away. You're still in this. Think
Round. Don't worry about that round. Let's go out there and let's reset. Forget
Good work. Keep it up. The jab, slick.
round. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off.
On to the third. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
For each other's punching power. They exchange punches. So close to that uppercut. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. So far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Let's see if they go to the body. Misses with the straight left. They better start respecting each other's punching power. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. talk about Alicia in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
All right, great round, great round. Right, now relax, relax.
Your mind focused, get your jab back, just
Landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget.
Back at it in round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter punch. I think it's safe to say one of these... Whoa, wait a minute! Claressa Shields just got clipped. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. And the Empress is down! That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
That is a show of character. When you're
final 10 seconds here, and it's been a good round for her for sure. Let's talk about Alicia in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
can make or break a fighter.
round. So
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. I don't want you to load
than this girl. You're much better. She's not even in your league.
but you'll take her out. She is absolutely shattered. She's hurt.
And put it back on her.
Time for the 5th round. Desperate times call for desperate measures, Johnny. She just got dropped in that last round. Got to change something in the game plan here to turn this around.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Swing and a miss with the hook. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now we've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That big hook doesn't land. They threw the hook, it didn't land. Defense is not an option for these two. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alicia in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round.
There's the bell for round 6. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Can't find a home for that jab. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Nice exchanges from both women in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. That left hook just missed. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Alicia in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot on the line here.
And blow it now. So I need you to get back out there.
Great round. Great round. Now relax. Relax. Now, I don't understand.
Here comes round 7. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Nice counter shot by her. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. Good counter punching. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Napoleon got rocked. And right back into the fray.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? The Empress in trouble. How did they not go down?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Catch and shoot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Alicia in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have...
I like that round. Good work.
There's the bell to start round 8. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me, personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Incredible work rate. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in the guess.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. This fight has a real good flow to it. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no